Hello everyone, my name is Brooke and I am going to pull some cards for you for this full moon in Capricorn. We started out 2024 with a full moon in Capricorn, so I'll be posting that reading in my stories. And we also had Capricorn doing its thing at the end of June. So those moons are important. They're part of the puzzle, okay? What does every single person who's watching this video need to know for this full moon in Capricorn? Okay. This goes, yeah. Okay. So remember that I was saying about the moon in June, and that was the same week as summer solstice, okay? And what you have here was the Empress and the Hanged Man. Now, earlier in the week, and I still have to post it, it just got kind of stuck in drafts, we had a surrender and release card. And if there was ever a time for you to be still, to get clear about what you want, and maybe if you need to adjust something, not everything has to be done through seriousness, okay? The Empress here is asking you maybe to tend to your home and hearth. It's the last couple days of Cancer season, and it's asking you to really enjoy and embody all the abundance, all the goodness that you already have, the nurturing. You could see here that, you know, she's got the skulls on her dress, okay? So she's witnessed that death. She's been part of the death. She's been part of the rebirth. She has a crown of stars. She has a basket of eggs, a nest of eggs, okay? The new beginnings coming out of her head. She's standing elevated in her garden, you know, presiding over things. She rules, okay? But she also has a shield with her heart. So her heart is out there, it's open, but it's protected, it's shielded, okay? So you want to make sure that your heart is open, okay? So it can blossom, but you have protection around it, okay? That's something to consider. And when you go ahead and you rule, I want you to speak clearly. Bells, ringing bells, maybe before you have to make an announcement, or set intentions, kind of clearing that energy. But to me, it's coming through as making sure your communication is as clear as a bell. But this is a time to, I think you're going to see things unfolding and what is starting to blossom in your life. You know what I mean? We've already planted those seeds. They already started blooming. We're getting closer to the harvest, all right? So we want to go ahead and make sure that maybe it's time to change your perspective. And that could be an actual literal change of view. You know, hanging upside down like a bat, you know, or actually changing your view as maybe, you know, going on a quick trip, something like that, that kind of, like I said, not to sound redundant, but puts things in perspective. You have a different way of looking at things. And that's one of my favorite things about travel, is that it puts us in a position where, you know, it's not your norm. It's not your everyday, depending on where you travel. It might not be your culture. It might not be your language. And you find new ways of communication. You find new ways of living. And then you can take those things respectfully and see what speaks to you and how you can go ahead and apply them into your everyday life. And the overall theme I'm feeling is that you're going to have a lot of decisions coming up. And it could be a little distracting, or even because there has been so much going on this week, you might be like, oh, this over here, or oh, that over there. And sooner or later, you're gonna want to just be like, okay, what is it that I want to make? I need to make some decisions. What is it that I want to stick with? How do I want to move forward? And you're gonna have to narrow it down. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That's a good thing. That there's some great good luck in having options. Okay, you could see the back of the deck here. This is cups, the 7 of cups. This is watery, this is emotion, but this is a good thing. There's a lot of options here. There's incoming messages, things that are growing. You might be even getting messages through music, things that spark emotion, and someone could be thinking of you and sending you messages through songs. Just different love notes, but these are, like I said, this is water. So I was saying how it's the last couple of days of Cancer season. You might actually want to go to the water, be by the water, and just kind of empty out your cup, so you can go ahead and take all of these options or messages, things that are coming in, and sit with them and decide how it best fits you being the empress of your life. If you want something more custom to you, consider joining my Luminary Coterie. That is on Patreon. Again, my name is Brooke. I am a spiritual and energetic herbalist. I am a Reiki master. I am an animal Reiki practitioner and communicator, and I am a seer and diviner. So, how can you go ahead and divine your own messages this weekend of what you need for this full moon? Again, I want you to look at the moon in Capricorn in June, and then how we kicked off the year in Capricorn as well. I'll be posting those flashbacks, throwbacks in the stories, so you could go ahead and, like I said, it's pieces to the puzzle. It'll all make sense to you. See you soon.